So I'm about to start mixing the foam on this Timberwolf target project. And as you can see, I have gutted this guy right out and tried to cut away as much of the broken parts and the pieces and the powder as I can. I have also braced this guy with some wood and a ratchet strap because part of him right here on this part here is a little bit weak, and I don't want the foam, once it starts to expand, to push out this way and basically try and split the target. So at the bottom of the hole here, I have polyed over the back hole, and that's a sheet metal end cap down there, which I have secured in place as best I can with tape and another metal piece. And I do this so that the foam does not leach out the bottom when it's being poured in and when it starts to expand. I want the foam to hit the bottom of the pan and then start to rise up. And I have also prepped a piece of poly so that when the foam starts to expand, you cover over the aperture or the hole and let the foam expand, and cut a bit of an expansion hole here so that the foam has somewhere to go up when it reaches the top. And we put this over loosely so that it fills in all the crevices right to the edge of the target where it's been carved out. And that way there's a nice big bubble of repair foam here to work with that has expanded right to the edges. And that way it provides a better fit, and it helps to strengthen the target when it gets into all these little crevices that the target has. This particular target, I think we've had this one for maybe 15 years, and as you can see, he has been significantly weathered and shot out plenty. And I'm doing this with this target so that we can give him probably another 6 to 7 years worth of tournament life at least, or a couple years of regular shooting life. Depends on what we see the need to use him for. This is my handy dandy mixing pitcher, and with this target I have figured that I need 7 cups of part B foam, and then 3.5 cups of the part A hardener and rosin. And the part B has to be measured and then tinted with this So Strong liquid urethane. This is brown pigment, so I'm going to try and get as close to the original color here with the new foam. And this part B, once you put it into the mixing pitcher, then it has to be mixed up with this paddle mixer on a drill, because the paddle mixer is what I found to be the best way to mix this stuff. So once the part B is in the mixing pitcher with the pigment, then I add 3.5 cups of part A to the mix and mix it all together with the paddle mixer, and it has to be done fairly quickly because this particular expanding flexible urethane foam has a pot life of 60 seconds, so only 1 minute before it starts to expand and bake or cure, because it's a chemical reaction and it does heat up. So once I've got those parts mixed together, and again, you have to mix them quickly and try to mix them completely. Then you pour the mixture from your mixing pitcher into the hole. And you pour all of it from the mixing pitcher. Then you have to press down on the target so that you give another bit of a barrier so that it doesn't leach out the bottom. And you have to press down fairly significantly. And once you see it start to rise, it will start to rise from here all the way up. And like I say, with 7 cups of part B and 3.5 cups of part A, I'm pretty sure I will have enough finished product that it will give me a bit of a large bubble of repair foam on the outside. And that makes it way easier to mix in and shape to the edges. So I'm going to go ahead and start mixing the part B with the pigment.